Hello and welcome to another video with me, Charlotte. We're going to do question and answer today. So a really long time ago, we're talking way back in March, I posted on my Instagram stories and I said, ask me a question for a YouTube video. And then I filmed that video and the mic wasn't connected, so it was lost. And then I thought, do you know what? I need a new YouTube video, so I'm going to try and re-answer the questions. I've completely forgotten what the questions were and what my answers were, so it's going to be fresh anyway. The only negative is if you followed me in March and asked me a question and then I didn't answer, you've either waited a really long time for it or maybe you've just moved on with your life. But anyway, let's get into it. The first question is, what is it like to be married to me in my own words? So I think it depends on what day you ask me, if I'm in a good mood or a bad mood, which actually affects how I would answer the question, because when I'm in a bad mood I typically self-destruct, so I would say really bad things. I think being married to me is gonna be quite fun in that I hate routine and I am always looking for new fun things to do or new ways to do things that we do all the time. To like freshen things up. It's just how my brain works. I get very bored. I don't like repetition. So I'm always looking for new meal ideas, new ways to live life, new ways to clean, new places to explore, new things to do. So I think it would keep you on your toes. I think I'm difficult because I have mental health crap. So I think that And physically, my immune system isn't great either. So I do spend a lot of time resting. If I have a big day out, then the next day is going to be a rest day for me. So I think it could be really difficult in that way. But I'm quite caring, I'm quite kind, I'm quite fun. And I think I'm quite sensible, and that I'm quite good at I think I'm quite good at being logical, and that's something that works really well for me and James, is that we don't often argue, very rarely, and because we'll have disagreements and we'll just talk about it and we'll bring like reasons and our feelings, and we'll discuss and compromise where we need to, where it suits whatever the problem is. So if I have a problem that isn't James's problem, then he'll typically compromise to help me, and the other way around. Or if it's in general life, if it's something that we're finding difficult to keep on top of, like cleaning and stuff, then we'll find out what can compromise. But we're not like big, this sounds weird because we are emotional, but we're not like led by our emotions so much. We are quite like logical, sensible people. I don't know if that answers your question, but that's how I'm going to answer it. The next question is, what's your favourite flower and why? My favourite flower is actually a daisy, and the reason for that is because whenever I go on walks with my kids, each one, so I've got a 14-year-old, an 8-year-old and a 5-year-old, each one in turn as a toddler, it's like one of the first presents you get from their heart and their mind is they pick a daisy and bring it to you. And that's why. And yeah, there might be gifts that a grown-up might help them to buy or anything like that, but the first thing that they think about for themselves and all three of them have brought me a daisy. So, and that's why it's my favourite flower. I actually had daisies in my wedding bouquet. It was fake flowers and I made it myself, but I had daisies in there. And yeah, they're really special to me. If I see something with daisies, I'll often buy it, and makes me happy. The next question is, how do you manage to teach all of your children at home plus all of your other jobs? So, with great difficulty is the answer to that one. And it's not so much teaching the kids, it's finding time to do all the other things. So me and James work opposing hours, because obviously they're not at school, so one of us is with the kids all the time. My mum is really helpful. She'll have the kids every other weekend, so I'll try and get as much work as I can done on those weekends, whilst also making sure I get a break, a bit of R&R, because I can't go into teaching the kids and being there with the kids if I'm not getting rest myself. So we tend to balance it. We'll have a day where we tend to kind of go out and I'll work a little bit, and then the other day where I'm just working. We are a very child-led family and we're life learners, so it's not a case of me sitting them down and being like, this is what we're going to learn today, or this week, or this is our project. It's what are you interested in? What curiosities have you found? Let's explore that more, and it's completely up to them how deep we dive into a topic, or maybe we just talk about it for a minute and then we move on. The way that we home educate is just about having a present adult around when they need it, but a lot of it is actually they do themselves. The next question is, when am I going to get back into photography and do I miss it? So I don't actually have a plan to get back into photography. I've done a couple of weddings over the last couple of years, but to be honest, when I can make money online, I'm gonna as long as I can make money online, I'm gonna continue to do that, because one, I've got absolute flexibility. So if I get sick, which happens a lot because my immune system is crap, if one of my kids is sick, if there's something that I need to do, I can just take time off when I need it, and I don't have to like cancel on anyone or call in sick or anything like that. So it actually is the best thing for me with the absolute flexibility of it. So that's one thing. If I obviously have photography shoots booked or weddings booked, I mean, I can't just cancel. So that makes me anxious. And then the other thing is I am just socially anxious, and I've kind of lost my passion for photography a bit. I do like it, but I also don't. I think having it as a job took the fun out of it and made it into a career rather than enjoying a hobby. And I think that there's a big thing, because everyone says if you do something you love, then you'll never work a day in your life. But I actually found that ruined my hobby. So I think you should have a job that you enjoy or is fulfilling, or like it ticks a box, but you should still keep your hobby separate, because they are there. There's something that you enjoy and can relax and take time out for yourself, and then using them as a job, I think ruins the hobby. And the last question that I've been asked on Instagram is, am I taking any big holidays this year? Summer is around the corner for you. This was obviously asked in March. I had a week's holiday in Weymouth in May, and that was actually really amazing. So we were in a big group of 16, and it was me, James, our kids, sisters and step siblings, all of their kids, plus the grandparents, on a big group family holiday. We went to a haven, so we're kind of in our little caravans near each other, our little holiday homes. Went to the evening entertainment together. We went to Monkey World, had a couple of days at the beach, obviously went to Weymouth Beach, where the sand is just like powder, isn't it? I read on the, they've got the sand sculpture bit. I read there that apparently the sand at Weymouth only just qualifies as sand because it's so fine. It's like right at the bottom of what the sand requirements are. I'll leave it there today. Let me know if you have any more questions for me. Leave them in the comments. I'll do my best to answer them in a future video. Bye!